All right, guys, what's growing on? So we got all our figs here, and it is September, or actually September. Wow, June 24th. So the summer solstice has passed. We are now into summer, and the heat is really going to start building here in New Jersey. So what I want to do now is go through all these pots with some mulch. That way we can alleviate some of the watering, some of the evaporation stress, and just keep these plants cooler in their root systems and retaining moisture. Let me explain to you how we're going to do this and the importance of mulching after the summer solstice. Let's go. All right, we're a little bit closer with the figs, and you can see that this soil is pretty dry. These black pots really heat up now that the sun's at its peak height, and that the heat's starting to come on. So these pots are going to get really hot and evaporate really quickly. And it has been stressing out some of the tips. As you can see, this is really wilting the tips of my leaves during the day. So I really got to get on this and cover this with some mulch. Now, the reason I don't mulch until after the summer solstice is because I like to have my plants get as much heat as they can in the beginning of the season in the spring when there's still some cold nights. These black pots absorb the heat, and without any mulch, it can heat up faster. Now I don't want as much heat. We're getting into the 90s now, so I kind of want these plants to stay cooler around 85 to 80 degrees and retain moisture because I'm not here all the time. Sometimes I go down the shore, so this mulch will help me alleviate the constant watering to these trees and just provide a better microbiome for them to grow in. So let's actually add the mulch. Now, you can do any type of mulch you want. I'm gonna go with a cedar mulch over here. It's organic, and it looks nice, and it has some anti-fungal properties cedar wood does, which is kind of cool. Cedar oil does as well, but I'm gonna add this, and then we'll show you what's next. But it's very important to add mulch on your fig trees after the summer solstice, not before. So let's go. Alrighty, guys, so it's now time to add all of this mulch to all of these pots. Now, one thing I want to stress, I would do a good inch layer of mulch. So if we can come here real fast, show you, this is with the mulch. It's pretty fine. I like to go with the finer stuff. I think if you add a layer of thin, fine stuff, it works better. But I'm at thick, fine. So we're gonna come here and make a good inch. Good inch layer, I think, works the best. Now, another thing that's really important that I want to stress to you is that when you bring these out again in the spring, you're going to take off all this mulch. So maybe buy a wheelbarrow, maybe have a pile, have something that you're going to be able to store that mulch in, and then put them back on again in the summer solstice. So store these away in your garage, you know, with the mulch on to keep some of that moisture in during, because you're not going to get it rain. If you store them away, if you leave them out in the wintertime, leave the mulch on too. It does keep the ground warmer, but yeah, if you are storing these in a garage or a greenhouse or a basement, leave the mulch on. But then when you come back out and bring them out in the spring, all that mulch has got to go. Just take it off, put it in a pile, and then you can re-add it. So I'm going to go through here, guys, and actually add a good inch to 2 inches layer of mulch, depending on the variety, and depending on the pot size. The smaller pots I'll add a little more on. The bigger pots a little bit less because they dry out faster. So yeah, I'm gonna add this, show you what we got at the end. But this is really important, guys. Remember, after the summer solstice, add your mulch. Now, unless you're in, you know, South Carolina, yours should be a little bit sooner. But for anyone in this area, general area, the Northeast, kind of add them after the summer solstice. Add them when your trees really start to go, can't really go a day, or they can't really go 2 days without water. That's when you need to add the mulch. But yeah, let's get this added and show you what's up next. Alright, guys, so just finishing up some of these trees. But one thing I really want to stress is that when you're mulching, make sure to leave, let's get the tag out here. This is our black Madeira tree. But make sure you leave a little ring here, just a small little divot around where the base of that stem is. That way it won't allow it to rot. If you leave the bark up against it and it gets wet, it can actually cause this to rot. So leaving a little space is recommended. Yeah, that's how you mulch the fig trees, and why and when and the hows of mulching. It's pretty simple, mainly just when you want to mulch. When it gets really hot, you know, you want your figs to stay kind of on the drier side anyway, so this is the perfect time when it gets really hot and dry in your area. This is when you want to go to a mulch. It has a lot of benefits. Again, the microbiome in here will increase, and it will stay ideal temperature for growing plants, and it will just keep your plants happier and healthier. So thanks so much for watching, guys. Thank you so much for watching, guys. That's when you should be mulching your fig trees. Just know when that gets too hot, that's when you gotta mulch them when they're starting to wilt. Any questions, as always, drop them down in the comments box below. I'm always here to talk and chat about your figs, your garden, and things you're doing differently, or any advice. Again, thanks for watching. Comment, like, subscribe, and see you guys in the next episode. If you guys want to see any episodes, always also drop them down in the comments. Peace.